Okay then. Today's issue: border disputes. Well, it's not really a border dispute. It's a problem about borders. Now, in Thailand, the perimeter around your land is called the Ket, right? And so I'm just extending this little roof, right, to go over this little wash area, right? And now the Ket is where it's actually past this fence that I've put up is actually inside of our Ket, right? I could have put that a little further out, but so that there was never a problem with me being on the other side doing anything to it, I brought it in a little bit, right? Now then, this roof needed extending so you don't get rained on in the rainy season, which is fast approaching. So I sunk some posts into the ground, still on our Ket, and I stuck this on. Now, next door neighbour, right, he's got chickens which roam all around, shit all over the floor everywhere, and we never complain about it. Jumps on things, if he sees any food, he jumps on. You'll come back and everything's on the floor because the chickens have jumped all over it. Nightmare. But anyway, never say anything about it. He doesn't even know. He's never said anything about it. He complains about our lovely dogs walking around his land because his chickens are there. But his chickens can come and be on our land where the dogs are here, and the dogs have never ever killed a chicken or anything. But he will use a catapult or anything on them if they're in his land. It's crazy. Like, it's the same thing. Anyway, he's an idiot old man, right? So he's had a bit of a problem with him, and I've just done this last night. No, I don't think I've done the top bits. They're not fixed. I just dropped them on, right? But because he noticed where that was there, he thought, he's right, totally right. You can't empty water off your roof, right, and then empty it onto somebody else's land. Technically speaking, although it'll dribble off onto our land, right? So, what do you do? Like down here, like you can see where that blue pipe is. It's like he's kept that on his land. So where do you stand? If that just comes off there and just dribbles straight off the end of that thing, goes down, is that on our land or his land? It slopes into the mid. They both slope. The edge of his land and the edge of our land slope. You know what I mean? But he's saying something, right? And because the girlfriend doesn't want a problem, she said, "Oh, just stop the roof early, right, and just let it drop onto the floor down there, and it can go out of the drain that's in the corner. It'll look stupid, and also you're unnecessarily exposing that wood there, right, to the elements. You know what I mean? So it's stupid. So what it means is, got no choice but to pull that post out, which is going down 1/2 metre into the ground, and put it into the side, either side, and then move the whole thing back so the edge of the roof ends where it just drops onto the floor, which is absolute madness. It's just ridiculous when it's raining anyway. You know what I mean? Down here, water would be just rushing down here because it's a gully, and water will just be like a river, it'll be like a stream. It's absolutely ridiculous. So there you go. Answers in the comments of what you think you should do. Maybe you have to speak to the head honcho of the village and say to him, well, what do you think? I mean, come to some kind of arrangement, because but it is right that I know in the UK, if you were building a house like this right up to the edge of somebody else's land, you would have to put an upstand so the water ran across and then went down an internal drain. You know what I mean? And I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? But what's the difference when it's just dropping onto somebody's land or garden? There you go.